So last year, after almost 26 years, one of my favorite games got revived again, and that was Warhammer Quest. Silver Tower was pretty good. We liked it. It had a lot of feel of the old one. I enjoyed it, but it was very one-dimensional in the fact that once you played it through once, that was kind of it. And nothing ever came of it again. Was I happy? Ecstatic that they would bring back such a classic game. So when I heard that they were doing not an expansion but another set, I was wondering, did they learn something? Is this any different? Is this going to change the game any? I was pretty excited, ordered it up. I guess the best way to figure it out is why don't we take a quick look at it and see what I think. So upon opening this, you got a ton of sprues, which is just about as cool as can be, because some of these things that have actually been out for a while. So I was kind of thrilled to see some of this stuff, and some of them are just the Reavers that you can use from your Age of Sigmar set if you have it. The other thing is this nice little kind of cover. It's really kind of neat, and I kind of like this a lot. Of course you have, well, yeah, ton of those, because you got to glue things to. And we got all new cards. So let's open this up and take a look. Now we're going to look at some of the components. Right here we have some treasure cards. I don't want to spoil anything for you, but you know, we'll turn over one. Okay, excavation charge. So that's a treasure where you can, let's see, discard this to allow the hero to make the following actions. Okay, so they're just little things that you can add to your guy, cloaks of darkness and stuff like that. We have some skills, some achievements, and then underneath here some artifacts, which I wonder if you can add it to your other artifacts. That I didn't think. I wonder if you can combine this game. I don't know. The boards are just, you know, usual Games Workshop boards, where they are just excellent die cuts and just good solid thick boarding. I mean, you get some nice boards here. And of course you get 18 more new rooms and some more tokens, which looks like it'll help out a lot, especially in this. The thing that's different here, okay, is now you have your adventure book, which now you have a game master. So you actually have somebody in the game here that will actually be the dungeon master. So that's a nice little twist to it. I'm not going to open this up because I don't want to ruin anything for anybody. Now here is it still plays as the same way as the other one did, where you're going to roll a bunch of different dice and then assign the dice to the to your character, and then it'll give you different types of traits. Now if you notice, this is the Lord Castellan. He was actually somebody that you were able to get early on with the Age of Sigmar, which I have, and he's painted already. So that's one less figure that I have to work on. But the other thing that really got me, and if we take a look at it here, was, hey, you guys remember those guys? Sam and I did a whole bunch of these guys, and I did a whole painting class on Blood Reavers. So I can just pick out the Blood Reavers that I already have, and, well, you know, just really save some time here. But let's go a little further, because the Putrid Blight Kings are somebody that came out a while ago, and we remember these guys. We did these guys for Silver Tower, so we've got these guys all painted up. So that's another bunch that we really don't have to go through. But we do have some new characters, like the Chaos Sorcerer Lord, who's probably doing this whole thing. The Cogsmith, well, he came out with the Dwarfs earlier this year, so if you have those guys and he's already painted up, well, guess what? You're ready to go. And the Lore Master for the Elves, of course. And, of course, our Black Ark Fleetmaster. And let's not forget, like I said, somebody that we've had for quite some time already, which, if you have him painted up, you can just add him right in with his Griffin. So, kind of interesting, because it really doesn't Doesn't and you can see that some of the Blood Reavers, they show you some different paint schemes, but we pretty much have all this stuff. Tanzagors and Plague Bearers and stuff like that. So this kind of fits in pretty good if you already have the other set, where yeah, you want to put those together and paint them, but if you really want to get playing the game pretty quickly, you just paint the stuff that you don't have. The rules are pretty short here, but there is a lot of lore here, and that's what Games Workshop is really known for, is really adding some great lore here. And one of my favorite things about Warhammer Quest is just the lore itself. Now I want to show you one more thing, and I'm going to put all this stuff back, and then we'll come back and we'll take a look at one more thing here. Now what we have here is actually a Dungeon Master guide. And as you can see, everybody that's kind of involved in this all together is, well, kind of all the stats that they have right here. And of course you would have the book, so they wouldn't be able to see what's going on, which is kind of nice. And it's got a nice, beautiful picture on the back of it. So this is a new component to this. And it gives you everything that you need to know with whoever you're running with in this particular adventure. So this looks like an interesting twist, because it was something that the original had where you can have a Dungeon Master. And I'm really kind of fascinated to see how this all plays out. But the first thing we've got to do, of course, is get it all together. So let's go up top. Let's get my final thoughts, and let's head on out of here. What do you say? So there you have it, Warhammer Quest. I'm really excited to get going on this. We're going to start painting this on Monday. We're going to finish up some things this week. I'm going to get these things put together. I might be doing it live, but I'm looking forward to getting these things painted on this channel, as well as the Dice Tower, and really showing you guys what's going on with this, learning more about it, and seeing if this is something that I'm going to really stick with. Is this what they're going to do every year, come out with another set? If they do that, I'm pretty excited about it, but I'd like to have one big, instead of paying $150 every year, do me a favor, come out with one big $300 one. I'll pay for it. Trust me. But I'd like to see something where once I play this once, I'm hoping that I get to play it again, where I don't get caught up in the thing with the book there, where we already know what happens. And, once somebody's the Dungeon Master, do they always have to be a Dungeon Master? It kind of looks that way. We'll learn more about it. We'll be talking about it as we paint it. I look forward to your input in the comments. And, hey, let's get going on it. Let's get it painted up and get it to the table so Janice and I can fire through it. So until next time, I'm Rob Orn, and I will see you soon.